Good morning, guys. Hector here, and I'm going to be doing a recap on a gold trade that I took yesterday for a funding challenge, Take Profit Trader. You can see right here on the day I made $571. On this trade, I actually made $740, but I did take a small loss, like 160, 180, something like that. So I ended the day on 570. Currently, that challenge, it's a 50K challenge. Currently, that challenge I need 53,000. I'm at 5,100 and some change, 5,100, $169.59. So I'm a little bit under halfway. So hopefully we can pass this challenge and get funded. So the trade I took right here on the 5 minute chart basically got a 1 to 2. It was buys on gold yesterday around New York Open. So my bias for the day was bullish. Okay, so first thing I always do is I mark out. Let's see. Let me check my mic real quick. Okay, Mike. Mike is good. I mark out my uh previous session highs and lows. So there was no Asia high that did not get taken out already. So Asia high was right here. We had Asia low down here. We had London lows down here. And then we had London highs right here, but London highs got taken out. So we can go ahead and take that off. So when price gets taken out, when previous sessions get taken out, I just go ahead and take and remove that line off my chart because that liquidity has been tapped into. Okay, and then I go into the hourly chart and I mark out hourly liquidity. The hourly chart is basically how you can tell with certainty where price is likely to go. Okay, the hourly chart is going to tell you market structure, if market wants to go up, sideways, or down. So we were bullish on gold yesterday. Not to mention I did see this. What is it? This is hold on. I did see this uh wedge that got developed right here on the hourly chart, and then price broke above. So that was indication that price wanted to go higher, and then we had all this liquidity up here. Okay, um, I didn't take I didn't hold all the way into this, but that just shows you that price wants to come up here and tap this liquidity before possibly continuing up or coming back down. Okay, and then we also had this huge gap, which you would have thought maybe it's gonna trace into this gap, but I just saw price basically just holding this trend line right here very strongly, and then we broke out of that wedge. Okay, but I still drew this liquidity level down here for a price to potentially come down here. Okay, but overall, when you zoom out, right, we just had also just solid support at these levels, and price had already been breaking structure and kind of holding these levels. Okay, holding these levels right here, making higher lows, and then eventually breaking the structure right here. Okay, to the upside. And now it's telling me that right when we zoom in, like I mentioned, we have this wedge, price broke out, and then we have these draws on liquidity up here. So that's why I was biased on gold for buys. Okay, and then when I zoomed into the 5 minute chart, this is basically that that big hourly candle that wedged out. Okay, see, this was that wedge that wedged out and then retraced back to where price broke out right here. Okay, so once price confirmed back to the upside that it wanted to go uh, keep trending up, we got in at break of right at candle closure. And also I've mentioned this before, price is holding the 9 and the 13 in May. So that's more indication that price wants to continue in that trend. Also, when you zoom out, the 200, I'm gonna clear this up a little bit. The 200 is now uh, price is trading away from the 200. The 200 is trending up. So that's indication as well that price wants to go bullish. And then like I mentioned, I didn't take these. This is the hourly liquidity right here. I didn't take the hourly liquidity. I basically, on the 30-minute chart, I took out, I got out at essentially, see, you can see right here's where I got out. I took out this 30-minute liquidity over here. Okay, so I was confident in that price would at least get there. And then I took my 1 to 2 right there. So I had made like $740 on that trade. It was basically a 1 to 2. Um, could have made more if I held to that hourly, but I was good with that. And I had taken a previous loss, so I lost like 160, something like that. So we ended the day, like I mentioned, on at $571 right here. Okay. And that is basically it. We saw price, right? We'll do bar replay. This is the hourly chart. Price continued and took out that hourly liquidity level, right? And that was it. That was the trade. And that was essentially it. If you liked the video, feel free to comment, subscribe, and like the video. Have a good rest of your trading week, guys. Bye bye.